Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk Avatar and the Last Airbender. I just finished watching episode 7 from season 1, the first part of Winter Solstice, the spirit world, and now I'm ready to jump into part 2 of the Winter Solstice. This one's called Avatar Roku, and we certainly hinted at what this is going to be about in the previous episode. Aang found his way into the spirit world. He was led by Roku's animal guardian, this big blue dragon that took him to this crescent island where there's a statue of Roku. And on the winter solstice, the light will hit Roku's statue, and presumably Aang will be able to speak to Roku and maybe learn a little bit more about how to be the Avatar, because he doesn't really have a guide, a teacher right now. He wasn't even supposed to start learning how to be the Avatar until he was 16, and he's only a 12-year-old kid who's also 112, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm ready to jump right into this. I hope you guys are too. I'm super excited where this show is going. Let's jump into it. Part 2, Avatar Roku. War of the Elements, that's different.
Previously on
Oh,
Avatar.
this is different too.
Look, I'm sorry, but Katara and Sokka aren't coming to the Fire Nation with us. If they got hurt, I'd never forgive myself.
Oh.
Ah!
Yeah.
I think his big butt is trying to tell you something.
Please don't go, Aang. The world can't afford to lose you to the Fire Nation.
Okay. But what's this
But
comment?
I have to talk to Avatar Roku to find out what my vision means.
We're not letting you go into the Fire Nation, Aang.
At least not without your friends.
Oh, okay, I was
We
about
got
to
your
say,
back.
this is not where I expect this to go.
Ew!
Better than snot.
Go!
No dilly-dallying.
Seen the Avatar lately?
Faster!
It feels like Appa just floats through the air. How does he even, like, propel himself?
The Fire Lord banished you?
Oh.
What have you got?
I'm chasing the Avatar. My father will understand why I'm returning home.
You give him too much credit.
Full steam ahead!
Why are you not already full steam?
We got trouble!
Okay. Big
On my
flaming
mark.
catapult.
Fire!
Fireball! I'm on it!
Can't you make Appa go any faster?
Yeah, but there's just one little problem.
A blockade.
Okay, more fireballs coming up, I'm guessing.
Turn back now and they cannot arrest you.
Let's run this blockade.
Run it!
Yip yip!
Yip yip!
If the Fire Nation captures you, there's nothing I can do.
Run the blockade!
This must be my lucky day. Shoot the bison down, Captain.
But there's a Fire Navy ship out there, sir. What if it's hit?
So be it. It belongs to a traitor.
Ignite!
Okay.
Launch!
Well, we're not gonna hit Appa, right? Right? Get above it. Aww.
Appa, are you okay?
Oh yeah. Appa's good. Whoa! Direct hit.
Zuko! The engines are damaged!
Sokka. Momo wants a fish.
Fire!
Dang. Way to go, Aang. That was awesome. That was super awesome.
We got into the Fire Nation. Great.
The boarding party is ready to apprehend Prince Zuko, sir.
Wait. Cut the engines and let them pass.
Sir?
Just follow him. Yeah. I'm kind of sympathetic to Iroh, and I'm wondering whether we're eventually going to somehow be sympathetic to both him and Zuko, and Zhao's actually going to be the main antagonist. And then ultimately the Fire Lord himself, Zuko's dad. Ozai?
I was talking to Momo.
I love that Momo and Appa are both voiced by D. Bradley Baker, who is very famously the voice of every clone in Star Wars Clone Wars and Bad Batch and Rebels.
I think I heard something.
We are the Fire Sages.
Oh, okay.
Guardians of the Temple of the Avatar.
Great! I am the Avatar.
We know.
Okay.
Run!
If the Avatar contacts Roku, there's no telling how powerful the boy will become.
It'll be really helpful once Katara has some waterbending skills to help out.
Come back!
We've seen glimpses, but not nearly enough that it's an every episode kind of deal.
I don't want to fight you. I am a friend.
Firebenders aren't our friends.
I don't think it's that simple.
You wish to speak to Avatar Roku. I can take you to him.
Awesome. Okay, trust him. See, yeah, it's not as simple as all Fire Nation is evil.
Why didn't Commander Zhao arrest me?
Because he wants to follow you.
Yeah.
Then that's exactly what I'll let him do.
Avatar Roku once called this temple his home.
Because Roku was Fire Nation, wasn't he?
The statue of Avatar Roku. Its eyes began to glow.
That's when we were at the Air Temple.
At that moment, we knew you had returned to the world.
In the past, the sages were loyal only to the Avatar.
Hey, don't feel bad. You're only 100 years late.
They lost hope the Avatar would ever return.
When Fire Lord Sozin began the war, my grandfather and the other sages were forced to follow him.
Shayu, what's wrong?
The sanctuary doors, they're closed.
Can't you just open them with firebending?
Yeah, the dragon had to hit that seal, didn't it?
The sages must open the doors together with 5 simultaneous fire blasts.
Okay, so you're just gonna have
5 fire blasts, huh? I think I can help you out.
to... Yeah, you just need to get them to shoot at you and then dodge last second.
Shayu lights the oil-soaked twine and ta-da! Fake firebending.
Okay, let's see what happens. No.
They're still locked!
I like that not everything works in this show, but you have to fail before you succeed.
I'm sorry I put you through all this for nothing.
It's not over yet.
I don't get it. That blast looked as strong as any firebending I've seen.
Sokka, you're a genius!
Did the definition of genius change in the last 100 years?
How did he get in?
I don't know, but look at the scorch marks.
He's inside. Open
That's
the
gonna
doors
be Momo,
immediately.
right? And Russian.
It's the Avatar's Lima.
Aang, now's your chance!
The Avatar's coming with me.
Oh, he's already there. That was quick.
Close the doors! Quickly!
No! Get in there.
Go!
Get in there, Aang. All right.
He made it!
What's happening inside?
Avatar Roku doesn't want us inside.
No kidding. Oh, you gotta
Why
wait
isn't
for the
anything happening?
sun's gotta go
I
down?
don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. There we go.
Took you so long.
You're too late, Zhao. The Avatar's inside and the doors are sealed.
Sooner or later, he has to come out.
But maybe he can come out in the spirit world and relocate elsewhere.
Fire Lord Sozin used that comet to begin the war.
Oh.
He and his firebending army harnessed its incredible power. Sozin's comet will return by the end of this summer. And Fire Lord Ozai will use its power to finish the war once and for all.
Dang. Sozin's Comet.
Aang, you must defeat the Fire Lord before the comet arrives.
All right. Dang. Raise the stakes, why don't we?
What if I can't master all the elements in time? What if I fail?
I know you can do it, Aang, for you have done it before. When you need to talk to me again, you will find a way.
Not helpful.
I can help you face the threat, but only if you are ready.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
Oh, cool. Now we're channeling Roku properly.
Ready?
No! Aang!
Fire!
Roku.
Wow, just destroyed those chains, but nobody.
We have to get out of here.
Not without Aang!
Where is Aang? Is Aang within Roku? Is Roku and Aang the same thing right now? Is he like manifesting Roku? Yeah. Well, there goes the temple. There goes the Crescent Island. Where's Appa? This is like, I love these slow. I love those slow shots at the end, where it's like the journey continues, but we have a moment of peace and reflection. Okay, so we have an immediate threat now. The mission isn't just about stopping the war, it's about preventing the Fire Nation from harnessing the power of Sozin's comet, which is returning after 100 years. So that feels like our season 1 climax there is dealing with Sozin's comet. You know, it's always interesting when you have these moments where a main character finally gets a moment to learn wisdom from their great sage character. That great sage is never as helpful as you want them to be. They don't speak plainly, they speak in riddles. They say things like, oh, don't worry, you'll be ready, instead of just saying, here's what you need to know and here's what you need to do. And maybe it needs to be that way just so that the character can grow sufficiently that they can face all the challenges ahead of them on the road. But part of me also goes, just tell him! Just give him the ability to do these things. Tell him exactly what he needs to know, instead of just saying trust in things. Nevertheless, the world building, the mythology that's growing up around this story, it just unfolds every episode. It's becoming. We're getting into the history. We're learning more about what happened 100 years ago. The Fire Nation's becoming more complex. When we first learn about them, they're this monolithic, antagonistic entity, and Prince Zuko is just the face of it. And now that we've spent a little bit more time with some of these characters, and we know Zuko, and we know his uncle, and we know Commander Zhao, we're learning that they aren't all the same, and I'm not sure we can trust any of them, but there's certainly shades of gray there, and every so often there's going to be a Xiaoyu out there who is a firebender but on their side, and that makes me hopeful that sooner or later a firebender may even join their team. But they certainly had Xiaoyu was instrumental in helping them gain access to Roku's statue in this episode, and I feel like we're on that next stage of the journey now that we have this much more urgent and pressing new goal to stop the Fire Nation taking advantage of Sozin's comet. The introduction of the episode was also different. Normally it's Avatar, The Last Airbender, and this time it was Avatar... Was it Battle of the Elements? War of the Elements? Or something along those lines. I'll have to check in the edit. But it was different. It wasn't The Last Airbender. Now, is that the new title of the show for future episodes or what? I don't think it's the new title, but it feels like that may be something that changes occasionally. I thought it was an indication that maybe we were moving on to the next book, but no, we're still in book 1, Water. So I'll get a feel for what it's all about. It was also the first time I think we've got a previously on. Of course, this was part 2 of a 2-parter, so that makes total sense, but maybe we'll get those previously ons more often as we progress and there's more to remember about what's happened before. Nevertheless, great episode. I love that the stakes have been the stakes are higher. Things are more urgent and more serious. I think there will still be moments for levity. We've still got Sokka to be a bit of comic relief in the background. But yeah, the story's becoming more developed, more serious, more urgent. All of these are really great things. So I'm excited for the next one. If you are too, consider checking out my Patreon, where you can see my reaction to the next episode right now. If not, we'll see you next week. And until then, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.